Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. She said hello. He said hello.
Hi.
Yeah. This is a little new segment for us at Good Times, Gooder People. I like to call it Quick Connections. Off top. That's just how I do it. I'm just freestyling it. Come on now. Quick connection. So as you can see, it's me, Dane. Same kind of setup, but we have a virtual person here. This person's name is Lexi Bautista.
Hello.
This is her. I'm gonna let her introduce herself really quick. Give us some quick points on you, Lex.
Well, obviously, my name is Lexi Bautista. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. This is so weird, but
Nervous.
I don't know. I guess I'm just your average girl, just trying to make her life a better place, I guess.
And for
Just trying to
everyone
find the happiness in my life is pretty much what I'm up to here. That's not really what you asked me to do, but
take it.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm awkward.
No. There is no such thing as awkward. Anyway, thank you for that introduction, Lexi. Real quick connections in my head when I thought of it. It was just one breaks the monotony of the podcast that we do. We just want another segment or something different to give you guys, and also sharing perspective is also something that we want to do in a different way. So I thought, what better way to do it by bringing one of my close friends and hopefully soon business partners, I don't know, on the horizon, we'll see, to share a perspective on a couple of questions that we came up with here today, just to get some insight, like I said, perspective, and just to have an open forum and show that communication goes a long way, not just with the people involved, but the people that see it. So people that like you who are watching it, and I hope it inspires you to find those connections, whether it be quick, a long time friendship, or whatever. We just want to show you the power of communication and being vulnerable with each other. Mm-hmm. Right. So I'm going to ask a few questions here, but not too many. It's not going to be long. I'm going to start off with, so Lexi, what are your thoughts on religion and beliefs? Basically, what is your take on it? Because I know I've talked about it on the podcast before. Not the biggest religion guy. I understand where religion comes from, but a lot of stuff can be watered down over centuries of playing telephone about it. But I also have a strong belief that believing in something really shapes your universe and how you see things, and honestly changes your body and your mind. Like, if you actually believe in something, I think that's what you are. So I just wanted to hear some thoughts about what you think about religion/beliefs.
Wow, you just dove right in there, huh? I was like,
On the
it's
deep
gonna
end.
be some nice light questions.
No light.
Went straight to religion. Wow, no one's really asked me that, so that's really like this is definitely gonna be just coming from I don't know where. Mm. So beware.
Okay.
Ooh, that rhymed.
Bars.
I don't know. Well, I guess background of me, I grew up Catholic and just forced to go to church, just would sit there, wouldn't really understand what was going on, Mm-hmm. And I just think growing up and hearing like my elders talk about specific subjects and stuff, started to like realize like I don't agree with like what they're talking about, I'm like, they preach love, you love one another, but they're here talking shade about a specific group, you know what I mean? And it's just like confusing as a kid. So that kind of turned me off about religion. So when I grew up, I guess I didn't really have a specific religion I followed. Like, yes, I believe what you said, Ryan, is I do believe in a higher up, a higher source, a higher power. I just feel like not all religions, but I guess a lot of it just seems very culty to me, and in a bad way. Just to be very like 100% transparent. I don't know. I just don't believe that you should push your beliefs onto other people, even your family. I mean, I just feel like you should grow up finding out what you personally believe in, but I guess it's good to have kind of some type of foundation for your household, just to, I don't know, just to grow from that and figure out your own thing. But religion's a tricky subject. I feel some type of way when I hear the word religion too. I don't know why or what it is exactly. I know one person who's really good at talking about this, Choji. If you ever
yes,
get
of
into
course.
Choji, he has a more in-depth kind of perspective into it. I'm still at that phase of I haven't really dove deep into why I'm feeling the way I feel about religions. And I mean, I have, some wild, guests and wild, thoughts of, how stuff came to be, but I'm still kind of exploring why I feel that way, which I'm not, 100% comfortable sharing it.
Yep.
But you already know, once I, have something in mind, I'll absolutely share it with you guys, or you'll see it on my story ranting about. But that's a tricky question, to be fair, really honest. What made you guys think about religion and beliefs and whatnot?
Well, me, it's kind of been in the back of my head ever since a couple years ago. The reason I asked it that way, not just religion, but religion/beliefs, is that I don't know. I'm sure there's studies on it. I don't really do my research, but when people actually to their core believe in something, whether it be themselves or in someone else or in a religion or something that they give their all to mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, it yields the most results that I've ever seen. And I'm not a walking testament to that, but I've had times where, when you absolutely believe in something that there's no one that's going to tell you otherwise, that's going to change your mind, that, I don't know, it just shows that you could pretty much do the impossible if you actually believe in it. Healing yourself, healing your body, healing your mind, connecting with people, all that stuff. If you believe in God and Christianity, then it's real. It's real for you, but it's not real for everyone else, right? So that's what I thought about that. Do you have any thoughts, Dane?
I have nothing to add. You guys hit the nail on the head.
Nail on the head.
I was in that.
Yeah.
I was there too, where I was raised Christian, was forced to go to church every Sunday. But then as I got older, I was kind of like, why am I being forced to do this? Not that I didn't believe in it or anything, but I was like, why do I have to? And I don't know. And not that my mom ever made me feel bad if I didn't want to go, but it was just looked down upon. So I was like, But I don't have too much to say on that.
I think for religion or whatever, you have to choose to embrace that. You can't force that upon anyone, kind of going on with what you guys are saying. Because if you're choosing to do it, you're willing to do whatever it takes to succumb to that or whatever, believe in that. And when you're willing to do it wholeheartedly, that's when it's going to be real for you. That's my thoughts on it.
I guess I would say I do appreciate my family having some type of foundation when I was younger, and it led me to believe that there is some type of higher power up there. Don't want to necessarily say God yet. I do believe in God, but I don't really know who I personally something's up there, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, what I personally believe in. And it's just when I meditate, or when I don't really pray, but I guess it is kind of praying. I'll just kind of talk out loud, and I'll be hey, spirits, or whoever's up there, my higher self, I don't know. I'm very transparent, because I'm I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know I'm talking to somebody.
Hey.
So I guess, I just gotta be thankful for that foundation that was brought to me in my home. And then from there, I was able to kind of explore and branch out of what I personally believe in. And of course, they didn't agree with me, not going to church and all that and whatnot. And, I come from a Filipino family, so you already know they kind of be talking about that. But gotta let it, just gotta keep walking.
Then keep going. Take what you like and make it your own. You can make your own religion if you wanted to, honestly.
Okay.
That's an idea. Bookmark it. Okay. All right. That was a good one. I have two more. Keeping it short. Try to keep it short. My God, these are not short conversations. We're trying to make short. So.
I'm you're cutting it? I don't know.
No, we're not cutting it. We're going raw. second question is more of a personal question. What is the most fulfilling action that you take in your life? So, I guess I could go first to kind of set the idea of it. To be vague, but not trying to be. I was talking about this earlier with one of my other friends today. One of the most fulfilling action that I can do in this life to fill me up is by giving. Whether it be knowledge, whether it be time, whether it be conversation, whether it just be honesty, communication, giving and helping fill other people's cup up, in the end is the most rewarding thing that I've, on my 28 years here so far, have felt the best from. And I kind of got away from that for a little bit, and you know it's really good for you when you don't do something for a while, and you kind of start spiraling a little bit, and you got to get back to basics. So giving for me is the most fulfilling thing that I can do in my life, and I'm not doing it in a I'm going to do this for you so I can feel better way. It's just because it's kind of a thin line of I'm doing this because I want to see you do better than I ever could, and then seeing you yield those results is what really makes me happy. Is that living through other people? I don't know. This is all perspective. This is something that I'm asking myself, but that's just what I think. Yeah. Whoever wants to go next, Dane.
I love that. I love that. I want to say I used to be more of a giver, whether it's like just a conversation or, again, like a little therapy session, or just to be there for that person. And I always want all my friends to be the best they can be too. I think I just came to a point where I was tired of focusing my energy on other people that I forgot to focus it on myself. So I guess the main thing for me is really, it starts with meditation for me, because I think that's when I really look into me to make my soul and human a better person, so I can be the best I can be while I give wisdom to other people, if that kind of makes sense. So it used to be, kind of like you, Ryan, where I would just give, but I wouldn't give anything to myself in a way. So I think literally just the last 3 months, I just really been focusing on inner me and making sure that Lexi, whoever this Lexi person is just on top of her game, her head, just really self-reflecting. I do a lot of self-reflecting, and I feel like that clears my mind to be able to give this wisdom confidently, and to make sure the other party is really hearing me out and receiving what I'm saying. Because I just think I got tired of like just talking and putting out like knowledge, wisdom whenever I felt like, but I always felt like it wasn't received in a way that I liked, if that kind of makes sense. And I always want to make sure that the other person is kind of on board when, I'm giving any type of advice and whatnot. So I'm very selective when it comes to that now. And before I used to do it constantly, but now I'm very like, where is this person in life right now? What's been going on the past couple of weeks? Are they ready for this conversation? I don't know. But I got to make sure that I'm 100 before I even dive deep into their energy too, because energy doesn't lie. It can suck, the energy out of yourself too when you're giving. So that's one thing that I kind of learned, and I think that's when I'm the strongest, or that's when. What was your question? About action?
Yeah, what is the most fulfilling thing, I guess? It doesn't have to be an action,
Yeah.
but
So
to
the
you.
most fulfilling thing, long story short, because I ramble a lot, is really working on what's going on in Lexiland. So
Hey.
that's hard to do. It's really
You're
hard to
doing
do.
it, though. You're doing it. Wow. Yeah, I think that's like a level up from what I was saying, because I'm realizing that now, like, giving mindlessly, sure, there's always good intention behind it. I mean, I think so, but you are not being able to give the best because you don't have the best, because you're not giving it to yourself first. So that absolutely makes a lot of sense, and I'm going to work on that. Thank you for that perspective.
Yeah.
Is
Me as well. That was good.
top notch.
That was good to hear.
A5.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
of course, of
Putting
course.
the people on right now. Okay. Well, that was a good one. I have one last question. We can wrap it up after this. What does it say? Oh, kind of simple. I think I know the answer. If the world was watching right now live, what piece of advice, if any, would you give to everyone? Everyone, all walks of life are watching this right now. What would you say to them to, I don't know, whatever you want to accomplish by spreading out this message to the world? What would you say?
I'm so curious. What do you think I'm gonna say?
I think you would say kind of what you were just talking about just now, because it all starts within the self.
Absolutely.
That's what
yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson said, man in the mirror. Pretty much, if you want the world to change, which I think a lot of us do, they want it to be better, I think that you have to just do the work within yourself, not rely on anybody else, and spread that love when you're done, you know? Fix what you gotta fix, and then give when you can.
Absolutely.
That's what I think.
Hey.
I don't know. What do
You know,
think?
that'd probably be like number 2 on my list.
Ooh.
Like, it's fairly up there for sure.
Yeah.
I absolutely would love. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you told everybody that. I agree 100,000%. I don't know. I think mine would simply just kind of be to just keep seeking your own truth and sharing your own story. That's it. Again, like, I forgot even where I heard this quote where I just hear ordinary people are going to be the ones to change the world, and I wholeheartedly believe in that. And I don't think our society is going to get better if we just keep letting, like, these elite kind of just take over social media, the media and all that. I just feel like other normal people middle class people, like, you know, like us, just got to share what we're going through so more people can see, like, these are the people of the world, you know, these are the ones that are going to change the world. And I think just something as simple as just sharing your personal story and how you got from A to Z is just already inspiring, because there's a lot of ordinary, normal people, and I hate saying that because we're not, you know, but in society we are. So I just feel like I want more people to share what the hell they're going through, because I feel like that'll make a lot of change in this world. So
Speak up. You heard it here first. Speak up. Stop being scared. Freaking wuss. Cha. Dane.
Oh,
The world's listening.
Nervous.
Subscribe.
No, but it definitely starts with you. I didn't know that you just said that, but when you said it, I was like, yeah. It starts within yourself. And, I don't know, once you learn to give yourself that positive energy and love, then to sprinkle it amongst.
it's contagious, Dave. It's
Yes.
contagious.
Yes. You don't want to give it to everybody. It's rare thing, but you want to sprinkle it to the ones that mean the most to you. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, do you have any closing thoughts, Lexi? And thank you for that answer, by the way.
No, of course. I don't. Thank you for blindsiding me with that, by the way.
You had to be the first one. There was no one else that was going to take it like you. No way. Well, I guess we shall wrap that up then. This is our first segment of Quick Connections. Big shout out to Lexi Bautista for being an inspiration to me, dance-wise, mentally, socially. I mean, everything. She's doing the hard stuff, and that's inspiring. So, thank you, Lexi, and
Of course.
ready for some steak night, by the way.
I know.
Okay. All right, well, we're going to leave you on that. This has been Good Times, Good People featuring Lexi Bautista, and you guys have a great day.